Hey guys, welcome back. We're getting ready to do some more range and cover for our one shot here. Okay, so let's go ahead and we know what we wanted to script. Do we know the order of everybody who we wanted to in order to run this in? Like, do we know who's doing the first volley, second volley, third volley in terms of
I think
who's in
Nisa
command?
should do the first volley because the better we do early on, the better we'll do overall. And she's got the best score for that. Then from there, who wants to be next?
I think I'll take number 2.
Okay.
I should not go, so I'm thinking.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so with a hold versus charge, we test perception. Perception charge says
It's our perception versus their speed, but I believe that we get to shoot at them either way.
we get to shoot at them either way, but if I succeed, then we shoot at them twice.
Gotcha.
So I will roll perception here. And what is the ob? And do we get any? I don't think we get any bonus dice here. It's just going to be.
It's versus their speed, right? So
Yeah,
I just
it's a versus test against speed, and then we factor in the advantages for stride and everything.
Gain advantage from weapon range, position, but not from stride.
Oh, not from stride. There you go.
oh wow, okay, that's important because these guys are on horseback.
Yeah, that's
Right.
But we have spears in the ground.
That's
They're
going
not-
to come
they're
into
not at
play when they
spear
hit us,
range.
probably.
They're not at spear range yet, right?
Oh, okay.
But remember that if they get into spear range of us, this stops being range and cover and becomes fight.
Yeah, which
So
would just
we're
become a
gonna
giant
roll-
bloody versus.
Versus charge. It says it's perception versus steal. Actually.
Yeah, it
Oh,
is. It is.
it's just their steel to maintain their charge against our arrows.
Oh, that makes sense.
Okay. So then, what happens first? How does this get resolved first? I believe what's going to happen then is
I think there's a roll to see who gets the first. Whether this is resolved. Is this resolved simultaneously? Is that how that?
Yeah, I think
we roll. They roll for their maneuver. We roll for our maneuver, and then if they succeed, they get what they want. But we get to shoot at them. If we succeed, we shoot at them twice.
Gotcha.
But either way, they get closer to us.
Yep.
Right.
okay. Yep. So you're gonna hold the ground and let fly all the arrows you have.
Yes.
that can be unleashed. Okay.
So do we get any advantage from weapon range and position? We're at extreme range, so I think no. And I don't think we get any advantages here. So it's just going to be the straight perception versus their steal. What is their steal?
There's
Let's see. Weapon range dice on extreme range or out of range is 1d. For hunting bows, which is what I'm equipped with.
no. I thought bows is 3.
It depends. It depends on your.
I have a hunting bow.
So Wreckage's crossbow is a 3. But basically, we'll just decide what we want to do once. I mean, who's making the roll? So it's Kelsa. So what's your?
So I have a hunting bow.
So that gives you a +1.
Okay, so +1 because of hunting bow.
Because they're at extreme range. You're aiming super high up and as far as you can, stretching the maximum distances of your bows. See, I thought that missile weapons lose power and become inaccurate, and extreme range for weapons starts at op 3. But that changes for different weapons.
No, it starts at up 3. We just get a 1 die bonus for.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you get a die advantage based on. Okay.
It's going to be for actually hitting them. This is for the maneuver itself.
Okay.
And that's
Correct.
different
Got
than. Do I get that 1 die bonus for this maneuver? That's what the question is.
I think you do, but you're shooting at an op 3, but you gain that 1 die.
Well,
advantage.
the
You
ob
get
I'm
both.
looking for this test, because this is not a bow test. This is a perception test for
First,
the.
there's
The ob is 1 because it's a versus test against Eric's. So when you're rolling it, Eric will roll their steel. I guess.
Okay. So I just roll versus 1, and if we get past
Got
their
it.
okay, they roll
Okay.
their steel.
I rolled their steel. All right. Well, they got B6. So let me go ahead and do that. Rolling 6 dice.
Oh,
Yes.
It's not open ended, and
Damn it! Wow.
wow.
It is open-ended. By the
Oh my
way.
God!
Oh wait, oh no, wait. Steel is open ended
Steel
though.
is always open ended.
So let me roll another
roll
one.
more
Nope.
die.
Fucking.
Oh my
Holy,
God!
what the fuck?
Wow.
2 shots. Bang bang.
Ooh.
Okay,
Okay.
well, they just can't handle Gorums, man.
All right. So what happens when they fail their steel test for this charge? Do they turn around? Do I actually have to make a steel test for them now,
What, yeah,
or do you just inflict?
When a character wins a maneuver, he either gets closer, gets farther away, or keeps his position. When changing distances, you move one range category of your weapon from extreme range to optimal, for example. You can spend extra successes on performing actions like shooting, casting spells, or kicking in doors. So they get closer to us, but we get to shoot them twice.
No, but they failed
so-
their steel test.
So now they're
that-
no longer in. So now they're no longer in extreme range.
Correct. So now they're in medium range because we chose hold. So either
Yes.
way, even if we win, they still get to get closer to us.
Okay.
Yeah.
The
Here we
thing
go.
about this about charges, like
if the charge is failed, your opponent gets 2 free shots plus whatever successes he spends on shooting. Lastly, if you fail a charge, you hesitate in the next volley.
Fuck.
Wow. So we get to shoot them 4 times.
Basically, yes.
Oh my god. Okay, so obviously what happens then, okay, so make this first roll, but they're obviously going to like disengage their charge and essentially like come back around, right? And that's so it's going to be so they're going to be back at extreme range again, right?
Okay.
Sure.
So for this, now we make our roll.
Or they do the no, like you got to fire and like the horses do like the rearing thing or whatever, right? And then
Yeah.
yeah. So then they don't disengage or anything like that. Yeah. Okay, awesome, fucking rad, guys. All right, so now we get to fire a massive bow shot at them, right? Like here now the arrows come down.
Yeah,
4 times.
So twice and then again. But
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, we actually each get to make a roll to shoot with our weapon. Because basically we can spend 1 success per member of your team to give that character an opportunity to shoot.
Well, we only have 2 successes and only 1
So
success.
we get to shoot because of the.
Okay, so we shoot twice and then we spend the extra 2 to make the other 2 people shoot too.
I thought that we got 4 total from the combination of winning hold and them losing charge.
Okay, so we get 2 for winning hold and them losing charge. Period.
Okay.
Next round or next volley, they're going to hesitate, which means we're going to get 2 more against them.
Gotcha.
So the thing is, like holding and charging extra, like the free shots rule, they never spend successes. So we get all this and the one you earned from the extra.
Okay, so then we get 3 shots. So everyone except me should make a shot, basically.
Okay. So I will make a shot because I am also pretty good at bows.
Shots.
But
Shots.
So, would this actually be a group test?
I
Basically,
think it's supposed to be that each member gets to take a shot.
oh, you don't just wrap it all into one shot versus one of their like steel tests, like grouping everybody of all of them together as well.
I mean, it's obviously the more epic choice, right? It's the Helm's Deep shot of like all the arrows just flying in a
Yeah,
carpet.
exactly. I think it's more than just one person shooting. I think it's like you guys all shot, and now like the arrows are coming down, and now it's like, and then that's versus the collective.
Yeah,
group,
that makes more
right?
sense.
It's the person. It's like a bloody versus test, right? So you would grab the highest. So who's leading the first volley shot? It's Kelsa, right?
Yeah, Nisa was leading.
Yeah,
the first.
so Nisa's shooting first. So we're gonna be using your base shot as the as your base roll, and then you're adding help dice with every number of person helping you, and then the other side is also going to do the same thing for them. They take the best person for their turn and add in all the helping dice for their side.
Okay. So
like a bunch of dice are going to be rolled right now.
how many people are
Bunch.
helping me? The 3 from the party, and do I also get forks here?
Do you have skirmish tactics?
I do not.
Okay, so the leader makes the roll, which is you, and then one person may help.
Okay.
This is
I thought about. I
badass.
was going to take skirmish tactics. I was the one that suggested it, and then I didn't do it.
Dang.
Like, well, you know,
Right?
once we figure out actually how range and cover works for this in these circumstances, this is a badass scene. So, okay.
So okay, I get one for someone helping me, plus I think I should get one here for Hunter as well.
Why is Hunter helping you?
Because I'm hunting men and horses.
The most dangerous game.
I am using a hunting bow to hunt these people down in battle.
It's a hunting bow, Eric. Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to argue with this kind of logic.
Fine. I'll give it to you.
If you say no, it's
Fine. He says, fine.
Fine. Everything's fine. God.
Everything is fine.
Guffaw.
I mean, I'm not like it's not like I'm trying to
No.
to fork in some real bullshit that I could.
No. It's pretty decent. That's okay bullshit.
It's okay bullshit.
It's okay, bullshit.
So,
I think
brilliant.
I think of Enemy at the Gates when they do the flashback of the dad showing the guy how to shoot a deer. And then that's forking and hunting.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Okay.
They're gonna fight. All right, shoot these dudes in the shade. Do it.
Quite a few times.
Versus,
So-
right?
Yeah, and what am I resisting when you fire a projectile? Is it
Well,
agility?
the ob is just against the range. That it doesn't work like a melee fight. It's just like our ob is gonna be just against 3 plus any if you want to do like a +1 because they're on horses.
Oh, so the op should have been 3.
Yeah,
Correct.
which
Okay.
doesn't matter. You still beat it. You still beat it.
Well, it would have been 4 because
They're on
shooting
horses.
armor would have been +1,
Yeah.
and maybe it would have been 5 because they're on horses. But I still made it either way. If it was 5, though, that would be a test for me. Not like it matters because we're.
Yeah.
Also remember that you do get a helping die. Even you don't have skirmishing tactics, but still one of us.
I took the helping die. I did.
Oh, never
I
mind.
did.
Excellent. Okay.
But either way, I did it. If we were, if this was going to go anywhere, I might roll. No. So then we roll a die of.
You roll a die of fate. Oh, guys! By the way, for the purposes of this being a one shot and all, consider you guys have maybe like some fate and persona, like
We should always
1 and
start
1.
with 1 and 1.
1
That's
seems
standard.
fair.
Oh yeah, it's standard. All right, good.
I gave everybody 1 and 1.
Excellent.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Okay. So
I don't think until we get into if we're abstracting this, I don't know that we should even use the damage rules. I think Eric should just say a certain number of them die.
Yeah.
But if you want to use the damage rules, you can. It's just usually it's better to abstract that with NPCs.
exactly. I just want. So look, I was gonna base on what the die of fate and kind of stuff looks like, and then we'll go through there, right? Yeah. I'm not gonna roll damage runes for each of those 12 people. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, totally.
No. I'm basically treating this more like a torchbearer conflict.
Yeah. A die of fate to see how bad it is. That makes sense.
Mhm.
So it's just a D6 then.
Who rolls the d6? I assume it's Kelsa, right?
I guess it'll be me.
Big money. Nope.
1.
Nope.
Sorry, guys.
Well, at what
Okay.
point
You
did
didn't-
I heard somewhere spending successes on damage? Where did that come from?
That's
Apply here.
no, that would apply, but if it depends what the ob Eric wanted it to be was because
No.
if the final ob was 5, then we don't have. Well, first up,
Well, if the final op was 5 and I could spend successes to deal more damage, then I've got 3 6s. I might spend a fate here.
You don't spend successes to deal damage on ranged attacks. You spend successes on ranged attacks to move your shot from torso to some other unarmored location. It's still fate that determines damage and range.
This is an incidental.
you can also do a plus to the die of fate. So if she wants to re-roll those 6s, those 3 6s, and she got successes on all 3 of them, she would get a +3 to her die of fate, and that would make it a 4.
I'm willing to do that.
You transfer the successes over the obstacle into
Well, I did add for like your die of fate.
Yeah.
So, for example, if you exceed the obstacle +1 to the die of fate, double the obstacle +2, triple the obstacle +3. So I guess she could get a max of +1 if she got.
So it wouldn't change. It would still be an incident.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not worth
Then
it.
I'll leave it. Then I won't.
So the
Oh,
first,
okay.
that's perfect though. Like the first volley, so the first volley then kind of like comes down. You're like are just out of range or whatever, but they're like getting into it, and so then like you see like the first like you just miss the timing, right? So like they're like right when like the arrows start falling is like when the horses just get there. So it's more of like maybe like the first horse or whatever like it gets like hit with a couple arrows, but like most of them land like in its feet and like it rears up, and the rest of them kind of like see the lead horse stop. So like they kind of like rear up and like they try to like hold them and keep them steady, and now you can like shoot
But
again.
now everyone else, well, not everyone else, but now, Ulrich and Kala can make their rolls for this volley.
Yeah.
Also, because we spent the hold maneuver, like this was a hold, so you have 2 shots for just holding and for succeeding and holding, and they failed the charge, so you get more shots. So
No, it's the same. It's not more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, those don't stack, but
It's just listed in 2 different places. It's the same bonus.
Okay.
So we would just get 3 total. So I make 1, and then you're going to make 1, and then Wreckage is going to make 1.
All right.
Okay, cool. All right, so now Sir Kala leads the next volley. So like the other, you like the first line like goes back and grab another arrow, and then Kala, you bring up the next ones, describe and go ahead and make the roll.
Yeah, absolutely.
holding again.
So it's
I like this when I
feel
fail
like-
tests. I don't have to do anything.
I feel like it's a case of fire by rank. So it's like we have the first line shoots, drops down, the second line shoots, drops down. And in this case, like when we see Kala and her troops move up, right? Kala's not a scout. She's like fully armor-clad warrior wielding a bow. So she moves up with her guys and just let loose. Now let's see, what can I actually use for this? I have bow, of course. Do I have any forks? Let's room the funding.
Do you?
Yep. Let's see. Yeah, I'll fork hunting into this, and then I will take a die for the weapon.
Okay.
There we go.
They're still in distant range though, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
And
This is still the initial volley.
correct.
Oh look, we got arrowsmans.
Arrowsmans. Yes, that's exactly what they're formally called.
No, we actually if you lose a charge, you do get 2 free shots. Your opponent gets 2 free shots. So we should have. I think you're right. I think we do get 2 shots from that, plus the 1 for winning, plus the 1. That's a fuck ton of shots.
If you just hold,
Shots.
you just hold, you get 1 shot, and if the enemy wins, that you still get the 1 shot if you failed. You succeeded on the hold, so you get to fire twice. But in addition, they failed on their charge, so you should get 2 shots more.
So
Well,
okay.
Basically,
But you
just
don't
take
get
a
those 2 shots more. It's that. So where we're equating the 2 shots more comes from them failing the next volley. They must hesitate their next volley.
That's later. That's what I thought, but I was wrong. No, I'm reading it right now. Page 413.
What? So you don't fire 4 times in 1 round?
So we
Imagine
don't
what happens is like they
five,
charge
so
in,
we can spend a
arrows comes hailing down, the horses rear up, they lose control. We have the time to just keep peppering them over and over again, because they not only screwed up their charge, but we committed to standing our ground and didn't run away.
Jesus. Okay. No. All
It's
right.
like that scene in Game of Thrones where they're just shooting the arrows and the horses are just like dying.
Oh, Battle of the Bastards is like
Yeah. No, it's
there's our Ramsay Bolton just shouting loose, 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 just over and over again.
That's Ulrich.
Yeah.
Loose.
Only you're not shooting on your own dudes, but yeah.
Yeah, well, there's that.
Yet.
But yeah, so and that's basically on this. This is on this volley. So it's Kelsa needs to roll 3 more times.
So I can hand those free. I can hand the free ones off to other people. That's what I was saying. I wanted to spread it out to you guys. So
Okay, so then Sir Kala takes the
everybody
next.
gets a
Yeah.
shot.
Okay.
Okay, your guns.
Does Yanni even have a bow?
Yoni he can throw his spiky shot put balls, but he can't throw them that far.
Anyway,
So I'll just take another shot with bows after Wreckage lets Ulrich lead his thing.
how many modifiers am I supposed to get? Like, just my standard, whatever?
Do you have
Like-
a bow skill?
I have crossbow skill.
Did you? Okay, what type of bow are you using, Kala?
Using a hunting.
Okay. Did you remember to add +1 to your ob because of
Being on horses.
you having your armor?
Oh yeah, both.
Aren't
of you.
our men, like, assisting us, though? Like, don't we get, like, a fuck ton of dice from that?
We're just abstracting that. I thought.
Yeah, no, we're abstracting that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So your question was, cousin?
For wearing armor, don't you have to take +1 ob? So,
I have to take +1 up to certain things.
Just so
let's
you
see.
just
+2 for that one actually.
yeah, for your own
+2 for that.
edification, Wreckage, we'll see that stuff happening in melee stuff.
Gotcha.
Where like we just do all the group actions and roll a bunch of dice for group actions.
Gotcha.
okay.
Yeah, you're correct. So my obstacle is 5. So my volley is a miss.
Okay.
Oh
And
man.
I say volley, that's wrong. My shot on this volley is a miss.
Yeah.
What is my
Okay.
obstacle, then?
So they're all like so they're flying into.
So you have a crossbow, so yours is different.
Yeah, you actually get 3 dice for this. You get an additional 3 dice because of the range, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because your crossbow's better at range.
Yeah. So I think based on your armor that you chose.
Oh, I
For
was
Ser-
supposed to get +1 die, I think.
Well, yours was a success anyway. You just die if
Yeah,
fate was
I
bad.
know.
No, that's advantage to the maneuver test. We're doing
Okay,
it.
yeah, we're not in the maneuver test. We're looking.
This is a shot. So he gets his ob starts at +3, but since he's doing a crossbow in his armor, he's not going to take the disadvantage. I don't think.
Yeah.
So what is my ob?
So I think your ob is just 3.
Okay. Shots.
Got it.
Wow.
Roll a die of fate for damage. Yeah?
Easy.
Yep.
Yep.
Shots.
Boom.
Shots.
Damn.
So, Ulrich is like, you guys do, it's the scene in the movie where it's like the first row of people, they fire and, there's a couple like hits, and the second row fire and there's a lot of misses.
Yeah.
And Ulrich would fire next, but there's a dramatic pause and the black comes down over his eyes and he
Of
like
course.
hold, and then like just as some sort of thing and he sees something, the horse
The wind or something like that. Like
the
it, like,
wind
picks
changes.
Up. The
and he
wind
goes,
changes.
"Loose!"
No.
Yeah. Yeah, and like
Horse
it,
finds the crap out of the charging horses.
yeah. So could you just roll? I mean, you just did a severe hit, right?
Yeah, that's severe. So that would be a lot of that
That would be like a fatal one, right?
Yeah.
For his-
it's
Yeah.
murder damage.
Could you just roll another? Could you just roll another d6 for me?
Sure thing, buddy.
All right. Yeah, you just killed 5 of them.
For Ulrich, that is a B11 damage hit. That is really a lot of damage.
Yeah, I just assumed just outright kill him, right?
Most of them probably, or at least incapacitate them to the point where they're not fighting anymore.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm basically removing 5 horsemen from the equation. Going forward.
All right, and then I'm going to use our last. I'll go ahead and take the roll on the last shot of this volley.
Nice.
Okay.
So, and then my ob. So the ob should have been 5 all along, because of everything. So, no, it should be 4.
Base op 3 + 1 because your armor.
Right. So 4. Let's go. No.
Alas.
Wait. Oh, no sixes.
None.
No sixes.
None.
None.
8 dice, no
Sad.
6s. That's sad. That's some sadness right there.
Sad. I was very
Okay.
sad.
Well, I think what we
Just
see
take
here
off
now
that
is
one.
I think after like the brutal shot volley from Sir Ulrich, I think there's like so much dust in the air that's like it's like you can't see where your shots are landing anymore. Like you just hear the horses whinnying and stuff like that, but you don't see anything, right? So
Right,
like
and
you
then
don't
for this-
you don't see that your misses are misses. Like you just don't. There's no information to be gained because it's just all dusty.
Perfect. All right, and then they're hesitating on
When we hold.
where we hold. Hesitation isn't even on this chart.
Usually it means, in fight at least, it means you forfeit your volley.
Yeah, it means forfeiting your turn. It's real bad.
So basically we just take another 2 free shots at them.
Yeah.
It's what
I
happens.
mean, it's for when they hesitate, they take a hesitation action, right? So what is that? What does that look like? Are they standing and drooling? Are they running screaming?
I think they're reorganizing after I kill
they're
half
trying.
of them.
Yeah, they're trying to reorganize and like push forward. But do I have to make a steel test for them to flee? Is that how that works for hesitate? Is hesitate a steel test? Because
I'm
isn't
trying to find
hesitation
it.
a failed steel test?
Yeah, that's
You
the
already-
same thing that happens on the failed steel test. So like you can choose to just make them go run screaming. But you can also
Hesitation actions: fall prone, run screaming, stand and drool, or swoon.
it sounds like they're swooning. They're like trying to get themselves back together.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to swoon right now. Okay.
And these names for things are not the things that I would. Swooning in my book of definitions is not trying to recompose myself on the battlefield. I'm just saying that Burning Wheel has some interesting name choices, is all.
It makes more sense in that one makes more sense in Duel of Wits, that's for sure.
Cool.
So we just roll. I don't think. Let's see. It should tell us what we're supposed to roll here. I don't know.
So,
if
page 419, 420 has the how hesitation works in range
420.
cover. So you need to pick what action they're doing.
Yeah.
correct.
And then something will happen mechanically.
Yeah.
Would you guys say that it was 420 burn wheels every day?
I don't know. I feel like it will hurt my soul to say that.
Wow.
The
So
RP
you guys just
burning.
unleashed a shit ton of arrows. I'm trying to look. There's no good gif of this. That's fine. All right.
Choosy moms, choose GIF.
That was awesome. Okay. Well, next. So this is now. Technically, this is a new volley, right? And this would be Circala leading 2 volleys because of their hesitate action.
It would be who I thought. Yeah.
So this is the second volley, and we're still holding. And you're
You're
instead of
supposed to choose.
charge, you have to choose if you're stand and drool, run and scream, fall prone, or swoon.
Yeah, because they have different mechanics on 419.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't think swoon makes sense because they don't faint, right? Isn't swooning
Maybe
to
they
like?
reorganize
Yeah, I
it
think that is what
Yeah.
swooning is.
If you choose to run screaming, you must hesitate. Using your speed or steel, run screaming does not grant free shots. They probably. It doesn't make sense that you swoon. I think they're going to run. I think they run screaming. That seems like that makes the most sense. That they're just gonna retreat, right?
Okay, so they're going to roll speed or steel against our maneuver of hold, which is perception. And I think that it was going to be Circala that was rolling.
Also, Eric, it specifically says you must scream, and you must
scream.
drop an item from your gear list.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you hear them like they've been screaming and clamoring this whole time, right? But now, yeah, like their screams have turned from like confident charging to abject terror, thinking that they were basically routing you guys from the battlefield before. You guys have shown that the lion still has claws, and I'm looking. There's no horse stats for what the speed of a horse would be.
It's stride 12.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is stride different than? No, that's right. That is speed. No.
There are.
Are you
horse
using the
stats.
golden book or
No.
the brown book?
Gold.
And
So
the stride.
you would roll stride? That doesn't make
No,
any
no,
sense.
no. You don't.
No, you
roll
roll speed. The
Yeah,
speed of this animal, I guess.
Oh,
I'm
good.
assuming it's a B6. I'm assuming it's a B6 as a horse. I'm looking at an orc wolf and it has a B6. I'm assuming a horse has the same speed as a wolf.
Yep, they have the same stride, so that makes sense.
Right. No, actually, the stride of an orc wolf was 11 and a horse is 12. So like, it's
well,
probably
they-
it might even be higher. I don't care. It's a B6. I'm just gonna roll a B6 for their speed to see if they outrun your arrows at this range, right? As they're getting away.
Run away.
So it's gonna be a versus test versus your bow then, right?
Against our perception,
Or perception. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, to see them running away? Is that the problem?
because we're
So
holding.
we're still doing our hold maneuver,
Yeah.
but you're resisting it with speed instead of steel.
Okay.
because
Or you
you're
can
running
resist
away.
with either speed or steel, whichever's better your choice. Because you're doing the run screaming maneuver.
Yep. No, you may use stride. You must scream. You must drop an item from the gear list. If you win, you may not aim or shoot or cast spells. You may take a position. You may also take a position or otherwise act.
There you go. Basically, you can use the stride advantage, is what it's saying.
Yeah. So I'm gonna gain. So it's going to run speed with the stride advantage here.
Yeah.
get
The
away.
stride advantage of +2 because it's very much faster than we are.
Yeah. So after your first devastating volley of shots, they're gonna try to get out of here.
Shots. Sorry, that just keeps getting funny.
It's fine.
They're gonna roll 7 dice because of the advantage.
Yeah. I'm countering with
3 successes. Perception.
yep.
Got a chance.
Group perception. Yeah, I assume there's horse stats somewhere, Quetchen, but where?
Yeah, somewhere. There's a riding chapter, riding and mounted combat.
Oh,
It's on page 533.
Yeah, we don't need.
I don't know if it has stats for a horse.
I say we don't worry about it for right now.
Yeah, why bother?
For now, we're just trying to have fun and get laid.
Is that right?
Are we?
I mean,
So,
are we not? Excuse me.
is your sister here? No, that's not. It's not a family thing.
It's just
your
it's
daughter,
just
but no.
that after his father died in a tragic accident with the 477, has taken to that particular.
No, you
I
guys
don't
have
know.
clearly shown that the 477 already is like pretty awesome.
Mhm.
I mean, every Gorumite expedition is pretty awesome. There's a couple numbers that we don't talk about because, they straight up just disappeared and probably died cowards' deaths. But the tales are told of every Gorumite expedition.
So what's up with the next roll?
You're supposed to roll your perception.
Yeah, I thought so. So
We were
do we
trying to
take
figure
it?
out what it was going to be. So it's a versus test because Eric's going to roll speed.
I did. I already did. I
it's a
already
D5.
did.
Oh, so your versus 3 then.
Okay. Do I take any advantage for anything?
Mm-mm.
I think so.
Okay.
Oh, your bow.
Yeah, I thought that was.
It's your main.
And survey says.
1 success versus 2, so no.
Yeah, but any fate or anything? No. Phew.
Yeah.
Also, garbage rolls. Wow, you guys.
Wow,
2.
no, it's garbage.
So this is 5 plus 8. You rolled 13 dice, and the highest roll you got is a 4
Wow.
total. The past two attempts, if you combine them together. That's rough. That's brutal, guys. Okay. So
Dice
yeah.
say things.
So the remaining 7 horses, kind of like flee, right? they like go back to the what do I call it? Tail's end.
Hoo-ha!
Return with tales of the gore they saw here.
So
Yeah.
I stride forward, and I look to Nisa and Kala, but while I pass Yanni, I like hit him on the shoulder, and I make a motion that we're going out to the field. I call out to the men, "Stay in formation!"
Okay.
And we stride out to where we killed the horses, or where
I like nod. We're gonna do clean up, slit throats kind of deal.
we're gonna check for a living horse if we can get such a prize.
Mm.
Yeah.
But
so,
also,
I mean,
yes, slit throats or even captives.
Yeah, there's probably like 5. There's 5 dead bodies, and like or like wounded, right, riddled with arrows.
I'm keeping an eye out very calmly, like bow drawn, as we're walking, like arrow pointed at the ground, but ready to pull back at any second. There's an arrow knocked, but it's not pulled. It's not drawn. Basically, yeah, that's.
Oh, okay.
I'm staying in formation as I was ordered to do.
No, I hit on your shoulders and told.
Oh yes.
You're
I called to the men to stay in formation.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Got it.
The 477 is the one that is going to stride out into the potentially dangerous field.
Mhm.
In that case, I'm just staying like right by Ulrich's side, ready to step in the way if something bad comes toward him.
The arrow that comes whizzing out of nowhere, and then you matrix. Anyway.
I've holstered my bow. I'm moving with sword and shield instead.
Mhm.
Okay.
Eyes out, on alert.
Yeah, there's. I guess I'm gonna roll a die of fate to see if any of them are actually alive. Okay. Yeah. So there's probably they all are still alive. No one got instantly killed, but they're all severe wounded, right? Because you
What
rolled
about
a
their
severe.
Horses? Any living horses in these 5?
Yeah, the horses, like they're unconscious, but or not unconscious, but they're prone, right, with arrows
Right.
out of them, heavy breathing, without any kind of like medical attention. They're not long for this world.
Do we have
Fine.
someone who can handle animals in our group?
Nope.
Find the one among them. I have riding and mounted combat, so I can at least lead them back. Find one or multiple among them that speak our tongue.
Yes, sir. What's your title?
Sir Ulrich
Oh,
Solsund.
brilliant. Thank you.
Well, I don't know that I necessarily got it in Character Burner, but I would hold the same noble title of Your Grace as Onin did.
So do you prefer your grace or commander?
I prefer Ulrich from my men.
And German. I want to say thank you to QCH3N for finding the page that has the horse stats on it, 2 or 3. Thank you very much.
Nice. Yes. Thank you. Good to know. Okay.
Yeah.
So you want to find the person who can speak the common tongue?
Yeah, and everyone else we kill.
All right. Nope.
No dice.
Die of fate says there's none.
All right.
They all curse you. Well, this makes sense because, like I said, these guys aren't ones with a lot of exposure to you guys.
Yeah.
Like these are from more of the sovereign lands, which are like the middle parts of Numeria. So, yeah.
So,
they curse you in their tongue.
No, it's very much the scene from Pirates of the Caribbean 2 where they're lined up and Davy Jones walks down the line and says, "Do you fear death?" Yeah, only this, it's like, "Do you speak my tongue?" And these blah 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 blah, slit throat. Next guy, "Do you speak my tongue?" Slit throat. Final guy, it's like, you better learn to speak my language in the next 30 seconds. And then he doesn't. Well, I imagine at that point he's like pissing himself.
Well, I think obviously the thing that we need to do here, it sounds like what you're trying to do is they should make a steel test.
Yeah, it sounds like.
I mean, is a failed steel test here going to make them suddenly speak my language?
Well, does an intimidate roll force them to make a steel test? Is that how it works?
That is an application of intimidate. Yeah, you can use intimidate to force steal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like that would be the intent, right? Like if you can't use intimidation to teach someone your language.
Well, no. Yeah. Well, you're using it. I know you're not going to teach them, but like if you wanted to. So the guy doesn't want to talk to you, right? Or anything like that. But after you just kill his buddies, whatever, you can like be like, "Are you sure?" You know what I mean? And like then like maybe you can like monkey
are you sure you don't speak
some kind of conversation without words, right? If that's what you're trying, like that's what it sounded like you were trying to do with when you were describing that. So that's what I'm saying. That there's rules there to actually let this happen. But it sounds like your intention here is to sway one of them to try to speak with you, essentially, and you're going to do that by intimidating him.
All right, but for me, I don't have intimidation naturally, so it'd be a beginner's luck test.
I think. Go on, if you will.
I was going to say that I think that like while Ulrich is doing this, Yoni is just like standing intimidatingly behind him, and then like on the last guy, he's like, Ulrich is like doing his thing, and then Yoni just like sort of leans down because he's like 7 feet tall and in this armor, and he like flips up his visor and just says, "Speak," then flips it down.
Nice. Yeah, we just see those like the footprints of like boom, 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 and like we just heard the metal plates like creak and stuff as like you lean over and you lift up the visor. Yeah. Definitely.
And I'm not that good at intimidation, so we'll see how it works.
Yeah.
Can I fork in?
You do have intimidation, though.
I have intimidation.
All right. Well, you're surely getting assisted by me.
Cool.
Because I'm really doing the Davy Jones thing here. I think it's going quite well.
I too would like to assist our large friend.
Only one person could assist.
As long as you like have the narrative, I think everyone could assist theoretically.
It's only battle. Okay. I'm still learning.
Yeah, we're all still learning.
How does Kala assist?
Yeah, so you're being very intimidating, right? You're walking up to him. You're presenting the scary aspect of like the very large, very scary person in the full armor. And I think I play the counterpart to that. I'm right next to him. I'm like the exact opposite figure. Very thin, very lanky, but it's just the eyes, right? These are eyes that expected to be dead 5 years ago and have like held on for dear life. And now I'm just standing there, lips red with a bit of blood that's just like tickling out as I'm trying to stifle a cough. And I look like death.
Can I also intimidate where I'm just like butchering one of the dead horses, like, my elbows in blood?
Ooh. Yeah,
Man,
that makes sense.
That's pretty hardcore.
Let's
just admit that that's pretty hardcore.
I try.
All right, so 3 bonus dice. Oh, that's perfect.
They have a giant.
What's their will?
These guys have a pretty low will of, I think it was 3. Let me just double check real quick. I want to say 3, I just want to make sure it's not 4. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Oh shit, yeah. What's
no, as barbarians, their will's 2.
Oh boy.
Damn.
Yeah, fucking easy.
Boom.
Babies.
Yeah.
We did it.
We did it, Reddit. Okay. Yeah, so he cowls and, yeah, you get him to, like, want to try or something like that, right?
As long as he's cooperative, then I will kill his compatriots and tie him up and bring him back to the army, because maybe someone in my army speaks Numerian.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then, like, if he's cooperative, then I'm willing to do this. we will try and also bring back the living horses.
Can we bring any of the horses without slowing our march?
No. I was going to say no. They're going to be even slower than you.
I don't think
considering they're wounded.
They're all wounded.
Yeah, they're all. No horse that's left here.
Sure. Do I have any perception that any of these wounds could be treated and the horse would be capable of galloping again?
That wouldn't be a perception test.
That'd be more like a
Animal
husbandry
or something.
Look, I'll make the open-ended test for that because I'm a commander, and sometimes, as Captain Jean-Luc Picard says, you have to make a guess.
Yeah, so I think that's an animal husbandry test.
Yeah, I mean, if there's anything that's animal husbandry.
I just wanted to give you the root of that. It's will.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, the care of animals. Horse.
No. Tending to wounds uses the field dressing skill.
Oh,
Okay. So which one am I rolling here?
field dressing. Which
Okay.
is,
No, wait. You just want to identify.
I'm not trying to do it. I'm trying to see. Oh yeah, if this one just gets the arrow pulled out of its thigh.
That's obtu animal husbandry.
Okay.
Not to heal them. Healing them would be field dressing.
All right.
This
But
is just to address, assess their wounds.
Yeah,
This is
assessment is this. Because you don't have this skill, remember that you're using will, but the obstacle is doubled because
So it's an op 4 then.
For you, yes. For this total roll, yes.
Does it automatically do op 4 if I'm rolling from being learned?
If
Yes.
you're rolling it from
It
being
does?
learned, it automatically doubles it. So just put in
Oh, that's
op 2.
amazing. That's awesome.
Gotcha. Made it.
Hell yeah.
Dude, you don't give a fuck. Like you said, Captain Picard. Sometimes you have to make a guess. Way to be the leader. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. One of these horses, one of the horses is not nearly as bad, or more treatable than the rest. The rest of them have mortal wounds, basically.
All right. I say
It's too
it's
much.
a mercy to kill the others. We bring this one back,
Yeah.
and we kill the other horses. And
I think. Go ahead.
you go ahead.
I was gonna say, as they're killing the other horses, I think Yoni lifts the other horse up and is helping carry it, because it's not gonna be able to move very fast otherwise. And he has 7 monsters, so I'm thinking he might be able to do that.
Could you toss a horse? Yes. So as I'm walking back in Brevoyan, I guess is our tongue.
Yeah.
I say, if we treat this horse, then we have the potential to send a rider. Could be vital.
Is this the point in time I mentioned that I have a horse?
Oh, okay. I was told we had no horses. So
We're not cavalry. I have a horse.
okay,
It's
well,
not meant for combat.
all right. Well, then this has all been a lot of role playing based on an information that. Thanks.
I wish I had known.
So
Wow.
I guess I start picking the horse up onto my shoulder, and then you just lead your horse out from behind a rock, and I'm just
Behold!
2 riders are better than 1, should it come to it. Besides, I want to see Yanni carry a horse.
Commander Ulrich. Oh, sorry, I did that wrong. Commander Ulrich.
Yes.
Should we leave the corpses or set up an effigy to scare off pursuers?
Leave the corpses.
Yes, sir.
Barbarians enjoy effigies. We will show them professionalism.
I smile at you and then I cough blood.
Could you try dying a little less?
Yes, sir.
That's an order.
Okay.
Yeah, so we head back to the base, and now we're asking the army if anybody speaks Numerian.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you have at least one person there that knows Numerian of some regard.
Fall in line. What's your name, son?
Yeah. Probably his name will be his name's Matteo.
Matteo.
Matteo Pagalacci, and he's from he's actually he's like a young recruit. He's actually from one of the free cities from the Riverlands that or like originally. That's why he has a name like that, and then he moved up to Brevoy and ended up joining you guys.
What's his rank?
Boy, he's private. Yeah.
Yeah.
His
Private
rank is
Mateo.
boy.
Yeah, his rank is boy.
How did someone from the Riverlands find themselves on the Numerian front, Mateo?
He would probably make a joke. He would probably be like, "I got lost trying to screw the princess."
Ooh, this guy.
Yeah.
This guy right here, he just got a promotion.
Yeah, he's
so
like-
Ulrich smiles. It's like,
Yeah.
you've got
I got lost trying to screw the queen over in New Svetland, your Lord Commander.
Well, sounds like you have a date we need to keep, Private.
Yes, sir.
Big smiles. So, you're going to help me with something. You speak this barbarian's language. We're going to learn all we can from him. He's real cooperative after what we did to him.
Yeah.
So you're the translator. You got that, son?
Yes, sir. Looks like he like looks him over. He's all like bruised, and the guy's like bloody and stuff. He's like, looks like he's ready to speak.
All right, so first, you're going to ask him, what size is the force pursuing us?
All right. So this guy's gonna roll his I guess this would be his test for this, right? This isn't torture. This is interrogate, right?
Yep, we're not torturing him yet.
No, this is just interrogate. I think interrogate's a skill.
It is.
Yeah. I just want to see what its base. This guy's not trained for this shit. So like this is. So I'm trying to find what its root is, and then doing that for this guy.
Almost positively will, but we'll see.
I know, right? It's almost. I'm pretty sure it's a social skill, so it's probably will. Fuck! I'm looking at. No wonder I ended up looking at traits. I just got too far. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, it's definitely will. It's the obstacle is the will of the person being interrogated. So it's people who don't know what they're doing. Okay.
Can we use that?
Them. Yeah.
Can that intimidation roll carry over as like a +1 for like a linked test, essentially? Like he's still intimidated from before.
Yeah. Remind me though. In Burning Wheel, because I'm getting Burning Wheel and Torchbearer and stuff mixed up. When you're beginner's lucking a test, you roll the full stat, but you double the obstacle.
Yeah, and
Right.
also you can't fork anything into it, so I guess that would make sense
Okay.
anyway.
So he's gonna roll 4 dice, and the obstacle is 4. So no problem, right? Easy,
No
right?
problem, right?
Yeah, so this is ob 8.
Oh no! I'm sorry, I already doubled the obstacle.
Oh, okay.
The obstacle is 2 because it's his will. It's doubled. Nope. Hey,
It's not a versus test.
I'm pretty sure it is. The obstacle for interrogation is the will exponent of the person being interrogated.
Yeah, so we'll extra.
Maybe I'm gonna give him an extra die because of the circumstances. All right, that's pretty good. All right, so he tries a couple things, right? So Mateo tries a couple things, and it sounds a lot like. Have you seen Inglorious Bastards? You know, when he's trying to be Italian. He's trying
We got
really
ourselves
hard
here
to
a
speak
Mexican
barbarian. Like he's trying to speak Numerian, but he's obviously not very good at it, and so he's like trying to work at it, and yeah. So he got 1 success over from obstacle of 4. So he's just like, I'm just gonna make up some words and some gibberish, but he's like, Jabako, huh?
Jabaco, army size.
Jabarko, and he's like trying to gesticulate what's going on, and the guy and the barbarian's just like looking at him like he's like coughing of blood, and he just doesn't understand what he's saying, and he's trying, he's saying how much or something like that, but like it's just not like Jabarko. Yeah.
Okay.
Arrivederci. Yeah. Dealer Umbra, thank you. Yeah. Arrivederci.
So
he just can't get it. He's like,
what was this?
he said, Mateo Pagliacci, and he's like, I'm sorry, sir, my Numerian, I listen better than I speak it.
Okay, good. Then I just sort of like jab the guy. like in the gut in a sort of like start talking way.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. You hit him like where he got shot with an arrow.
No, like actually just sort of a friendly jibe. Like
Oh, a friend. Okay.
just like the sort of like someone might elbow someone to be like, hey, introduce yourself. Like I just want like what I'm communicating non-verbally is rather than we're gonna ask you questions, just start talking.
Yeah. So do you do like Ulrich or something like that, or like to show like name or something like that?
Yeah, I go Ulrich, and then I point at him.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cabo.
Hi, Cabo. Ulrich 477, and I point to them. Cabo.
Cabo. I feel okay. Now I feel like we're like going to have to make a roll. Like this is like some kind of.
I'm just trying to encourage him to start blathering. Yeah.
I know. So like this is probably it's some kind of social skill. Not conspicuous. Probably persuade. To be like conversational.
Like,
Yep. Well, that's another beginner's luck one. I'm fine with that.
Does that sound fair? Does that sound reasonable to get the guy opening up based on what you're describing and how to do it?
It's your will.
What is
Persuasion or something platitudes?
persuade is will?
Oh, it could be foreign. Yeah, is foreign language actually a skill, or is it just?
Yeah, foreign
Foreign
language.
language is a skill.
Yes, but I am not actually.
But we're
trying.
not. We're not doing foreign language. We're not trying to learn
I'm trying
Numerian
to
here.
non-verbally get him to start talking so that our translator can just absorb information. So persuade will is the base, and it's against his will, which is 2 as we've established, but it doubles because it's beginner's luck. Right?
Yes.
Right.
Correct. Got it.
Any 6s? Yeah. Oh God, I gotta get 2 6s.
Do it. You won't.
Do it. Shots.
You never know. Could happen. Come on.
6s are open ended. So.
No.
Oh yeah, no. Actually, actual fact. Andrew has it right. It actually should be the other way around. I should make the barbarian have to roll to understand you.
Oh,
That's what makes more
okay.
sense.
Well, then let's not. I didn't spend that fate then.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, that makes more sense. No, thank you, Andrew. That actually makes a lot more sense.
Yeah,
so he's
I
gonna
like
roll
that.
foreign languages, and I guess this is untrained.
This is non-verbal though. It's like it's. Or you mean from earlier? You should roll to make. No, interesting. Maybe.
Communicating trope.
Interesting.
So it's not. So it might have been in. Okay. All right. It might have been foreign languages forking in interrogating.
You know, we're coming up on the top of the hour. Do we maybe want to just take the time to go on break and read up on it? And
No, this would be This would be easy.
Yeah, let's make the roll before we go to break.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just a suggestion. You know, I'm just trying to. You know.
This is a Ob 3 foreign language test.
Oh boy.
All right. No
Wow.
big deal.
How is there not a nonverbal communication skill? Like, it's soldiers and tactics and stuff at the very least, you know.
Dance.
Come on, Luke Crane.
There's no singing and there's no swimming. So get over it. Or sign language. I meant sign language.
Elves can sing.
Yeah. Okay. So number of dice here. Well, fuck. Well, he has a much better perception than he does Will. So he's got that going for him.
Which is nice.
He's got 6
It's gonna
dice.
be an op 6 though.
Yeah, it's
See
gotta
if
get.
this guy's going to be helpful.
All right. Well, the Ob's 3 here, so it's going to be 6 dice versus an Ob 6 effectively.
Wop wop.
Nope. Fails. Yeah. So he's not getting anywhere with it.
Wait, he's got a 6.
I know, but he doesn't have fate or anything like that.
Sure he does.
He's just a mook. He doesn't get fate.
Yeah, but he's got fate now.
Yeah.
He's got me now. Don't worry about it.
No, I'm kidding. You would have to roll too many 6s in a row anyway. It'd be ridiculous. Wait,
you-
why is the obstacle 6?
Because the base Ob is 3 and you're doubling it.
Uh,
So there's some other good points here. They're like contextually, you guys can take your time, as well as like you could assume that the language and your gesticulating counts as tools, so that'd be like 2 extra dice.
I would advise that we don't take our time,
No.
mostly because it seems
Yeah,
like one
yeah.
getting
Yeah,
out
we need
is
to
fair.
move. Like,
Here's what I'm gonna do.
go.
Here's what I'm gonna do. Oh my God, Mateo.
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 Like Matthew, only Italian.
Look, I didn't even know that Mateo was Italian for Matthew. So how do you expect me to remember it that way?
Just know things.
Mateo, his new assignment, whatever his old assignment, is to sit in this tent with the captive and figure it out. That's his assignment. Take your time. Like, we are
Jeez,
gonna
boss,
go.
I'm supposed to dig latrines. Are you sure we can take? Okay.
Yeah, Mateo. You're going up. In
I
the
like
world.
how you can't say his name.
Mateo.
That's in character as well.
I know it's in character. You can't say his name.
No, I respect him in character. I'm gonna put my foot down here. In character, I'm not getting his name wrong.
Okay.
Okay.
He earned my respect with that joke. I just have a brain fart. So Mateo, Matthew in Italian. His new job is to do this. Like, we will continue the work of defending ourselves or doing our slow retreat or whatever, and check back in later and see if we've learned anything.
All right. Cool. Well, then yeah, it's the top of the hour, so let's go to our next break here, and then we'll come back. All right. So thanks,
Sounds
guys.
good.
Be back in 5 minutes.